I know you saw him all through high school. I know he's kind of a college-ready guy, offers from everywhere else. He's reshaped quite a bit since he's been here in the spring. What's your gut feeling about him as far as impact as a freshman, having seen him and kind of followed his career this long? And knowing he's probably not got the best resources weight room wise and all that at Friendship.
Yeah. So a couple things. First, when I was talking to Kenyon Daniels and we were talking about strength training and that stuff, he's like, yo, did you see the picture that Dylan put on Twitter or Instagram, whatever social media channel? He's like, yo, he's jacked up. So with Dylan Stewart, yeah, this is what we talk about. So when we're doing rankings, one of the things that is really hard to quantify but exists is we talk about ceiling. What's a player's ceiling? So Dylan Stewart does not have the same advantages as maybe even a kid at Good Counsel, which is one of the top programs in the area. Maybe it's an hour from where Friendship is. It doesn't mean that he should go to Friendship or all these kids. You go where you want, where you feel comfortable, what bets fit you. But, Dylan Stewart's able to now go to South Carolina. It's, not only are you lifting and you have this program designed just for you, but so is your food intake. And all of a sudden, I remember going down to Oscar Smith in Virginia, right? Chesapeake, Virginia, a couple years ago. And I'm with the coach and he's got up on his shelf in his office, maybe 5 loaves of bread, a couple cans of peanut butter, a couple jars of jelly. And he said, and we were talking, he goes, look, some of these kids, they struggle a little bit. And so if they need some food, they can come in here, get a sandwich before practice, after practice, during the day. Maybe they didn't have breakfast. And I think that's something we always talk about in recruiting is not, and it sounds, it's really difficult for me to talk about, but like some kids, they don't have access to 3 meals a day. And so when you get it, and I'm not saying Dylan's like this, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying these are things you consider. And so you'll see dramatic weight gains, strength gains, even attitude adjustments and relaxation. And in some cases, maybe the kid's not as, hungry to improve because for the first time in his life, he has some of the comforts that a lot of us take for granted. So when guys like Dylan get into a strength program, you understand how quick the growth can come. Now, it only comes if Dylan's doing what the strength and conditioning coach is telling him to do. Like if Dylan's not lifting, if he's not eating right, if he's not drinking enough water, if he's not doing all those things, it's not going to matter. But yeah, so for him to see how much improvement he made is awesome. And then look, I always think it's really tough for a freshman to play in college anyway. Then on the line of scrimmage is tougher. But Dylan has 2 things that give him an advantage to be able to do it early. He's immensely talented and his get off is ridiculous. And those are 2 really good starting points. So yeah, I hope he gets some time early in the season. I haven't looked at South Carolina's schedule. I'm hoping that maybe there is, a couple of those get ready for the SEC schedule games and he can play in those and you can really let him get comfortable, let him get coached, let him get better. And then you decide, okay, is he far enough along not to burn, to burn his red shirt or not burn it?
Old Dominion is the opener. And then they play Akron in September as well. So I think he's going to play a lot. And I think he may start, but that's just based on me seeing him in that setting. Jamie and I both saw him in the spring game. And there were some that get off you talk about. It's pretty obvious. I mean, haven't been a lot come through South Carolina or anywhere really that's elite. He's elite. He's an elite player.